Hello guys, hope you're all fantastic as always. My name is TK and welcome back of course to Paragon. Now in today's video we're going to be yet again concentrating on another deck build for a different character this time. The character we're going to concentrate on today is of course Chimera. Now I will say that I'm not the biggest fan of Chimera actually. I'd rather go with Feng Mao. I think Feng Mao has the better abilities, but that's neither here nor there. I prefer Feng Mao, but recently I've got into playing Chimera, and I do see why people like him, and I think I've got the perfect build now for when I actually do want to play as Chimera. I've had a good success rate with this build so far. So we're actually going to head over now to the profile section. Head over to decks. And the deck we're going to concentrate on today is the Huntsman deck. So we're going to head on into here. Now briefly before I start with the guide itself, I'll just explain what we're going to include. So in this build we're going to include some damage, some attack speed, some critical hit chance, some health, a minor bit of penetration and a minor bit of armor just to give us a bit of protection. It's quite a nice build. It does build very progressively, especially if you stick to the jungle. Just kind of play like an assassin with this build. Stick to the jungle, stick to farming minions, but when you have the opportunity to take down a hero, go for it, because I assure you, you'll pretty much 9 times out of 10 win that battle. But starting off with the guide itself, the prime card we want to use in this build is of course the Warlord. This dramatically increases your damage dealt, heavily increases damage dealt by nearby minions against enemy minions. It also gives us 65 physical damage, 100% damage bonus, and a unique passive of 100% damage versus minion to minion combat. Now it's pretty self-explanatory that you want to use the Warlord on an attack based physical hero. If you're going to be pushing lanes etc, you want to equip the Warlord. Next onto the consumables, pretty standard fare really. We want 1 harvester key, 1 health potion, 1 mana potion and 1 scout's ward. Now you're never going to use these consumables in this guide, or most guides shall I say, but it's always nice to have an option. If you've got 1 point spare, fair enough, grab a harvester key, place a harvester, or grab a ward. Place a ward somewhere on the map where you're struggling maybe, but you're never going to use them. But as I said, it's always nice to have the opportunity at hand if need be. Also, consumable wise, we want to equip 1 cost strike token, giving us a 6.5 physical damage boost. Now onto the equipment portion of the guide, the meat and bones of any guide. So as soon as you spawn into the game, with your first 3 card points, you want to equip a 2 cost flashfire piston. This gives us a passive of 6 physical damage, 5.5 attack speed, and fully upgraded that increases yet again to another 5.5 attack speed. So we want to play this for 2 points, as well as the 1 cost strike token for 6.5 physical damage. Now as soon as you've equipped these, go run off into the jungle, try and earn some card points. Take down some jungle minions. If you can, you should have the power to take down a hero very early on, shall I say. Using this tactic, you should be able to take it out, especially if you get a gank. If you've got a teammate helping you, you'll have no problem wiping out a hero. So that's the first 3 points you want to play. Followed by this, the next 3 points you've obtained, you want to head back to base, head back to the flashfire piston, and equip the flashfire piston in terms of upgrades with 3 1 cost minor strikes, each giving you 6.5 attack speed. So now you should be dishing out quite a lot of damage for the points in the match that you are. You shouldn't really need to worry about enemy heroes right now. If they try and fight you, they'll pretty much come to the demise 90% of the time at least, I'd say. So onto this, carry on heading into the jungle, farming minions for CP. The next card you want to play is a little bit more expensive, so you won't be able to equip this with 1 lot of CP. Obviously you only get 3 CP per level, and you need 4 to actually upgrade this, so just concentrating on building up a bit of card points. And when you get the opportunity, head back to base and equip a 4 cost Swift Creek Heart. This gives us a passive of 100 health, 5.5 attack speed, fully upgrade. This gives a nice bonus of 300 health, and as soon as you can, you want to equip onto this 3 2-cost kinetics, each giving you an extra 11 attack speed. So now you're going to have quite a bit of damage, quite a bit of attack speed, and you'll have built up a nice amount of health. So you should be able to battle off some heroes quite nicely now. Followed by this, we're going to concentrate on a bit of armour. It's all dependent which one of these two cards you play first. It's all dependent on which kind of heroes you're coming across, or what kind of hero you're struggling to actually combat at this point. So it's up to you whether you play the Thorn Greenweave first or the Spike Bone Plate. They obviously have different benefits. One protects against energy damage shall I say, one protects against physical damage. But just for the sake of showing the build itself, we're going to equip a 3-cost Thorn Greenweave. This gives us a passive of 22 physical armour, 6.5 physical damage, and fully upgraded this gives us 13 physical damage. As soon as you can, you want to equip onto this 1 2-cost barrier, giving you an upgrade of 44 energy armour, followed by 2 2-cost strikes with 13 attack damage each. Then it's a carbon copy onto the Spike Bone Plate. This is going to give you physical resistance, so this is going to give us a passive of 22 physical armour, 6.5 attack, fully upgrading an extra 13 points of physical damage. You want to equip onto this a 2-cost guard, giving you 44 physical armour, followed by 2 2-cost strikes with the upgrade of 13 attack power each. So now you're going to have some nice sustainability as well as attack power and attack speed. On top of your health, you're going to have a bit of armour. It's not a lot of armour, but it should help you out in those fights with heroes, especially in team fights. If there's hits flying all over the place and you're only getting scraped every so often, you should be able to kind of manage just with this little bit of armour. Followed by this, the next play you want to make is a 3-cost impact hammer. This gives us 13 physical damage, a passive of 3% critical hit chance. Fully upgraded, this gives us an extra 6.5 physical damage, and onto this in terms of upgrades, you want to equip 3 2-cost wounds, giving us an upgrade of 6% critical hit chance each. So now you'll have quite a nice stack, around 25% I think it is, of critical hit chance. Therefore, theoretically, 1 in every 4 hits should land a critical hit, which isn't too bad. It's not too bad at all, especially when you're cracking off hits at alarming speed with the attack speed that we actually do have. Now the next card we want to play is a 3-cost Rust Breaker. This gives us 13 physical damage, 16 penetration. Fully upgraded, this gives us 6.5 physical damage. Now the penetration really isn't a major factor in this build. This card is only there because it gives us that passive of 13 physical damage. Now on top of that, we want to equip 3-cost major strikes, each giving us an extra 19.5 physical damage. Now by now you should have all your card slots taken up, but you're still going to have to equip one more card, yeah? So what we're going to do, we're going to discard the Flash Fire Piston and the Strike Token. Now we should have an extra CP, an extra 6 CP shall I say. That was quite a tongue twister. Once you've discarded them and got that 6 CP back, we want to head back to equip the second Rust Breaker. Carbon copy again, 13 attack, 16 penetration, 6.5 physical damage, fully upgraded. And then once you get the remaining points to your 60 full points, you want to go back into this card and upgrade it with 3 3-cost major strikes with that 19.5 physical damage each. Now that is the build in its entirety, guys. As I said, it's not the most powerful, but it definitely holds up in fights. You're definitely going to be able to take down heroes, especially if you kind of play like an assassin. Stick to the jungle, farm minions, take your chances with the heroes when the opportunities arise, and you will not be disappointed. But as I said, once you're at full build, once you've got that sustainability and that little bit of armour and that extra health, you can jump into team fights without a worry in the world. You should be able to crack off quite a few kills. But as I said, that's the end of the guide. I will post the overall stats to the right hand side of this video right now, so you can have a look over the actual overlay. I don't know what I'm talking about. So you can see the actual build in its full entirety. That's what I was trying to say. But anyway, guys, hope you like this video regardless. I love doing these character builds. I'm very passionate about Paragon, and it's very interesting to try and come up with successful builds. And this one is very successful, I will admit that. Blow my own trumpet there, but it is successful. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're enjoying this series as a whole. Don't forget to leave a like, it helps out tremendously. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. I love hearing from you, and it's nice to know your opinions on the guides. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you're interested in this kind of stuff. There's obviously more of this coming at a later date, so subscribe to keep tuned for that, as well as other little tidbits on my channel. But other than that, guys, as I said, I hope you're doing fantastic as always, and I bid you farewell. See you later, guys.